Welshman, and this is Hand of Fate. I'm just doing some last-minute futzing to basically ensure that we have the best Hand of Fate experience. And I'm going to start a new game. God damn it, dashboard. Right. Now, there is a reason I'm starting a new game, and that is to show off various features. Including, you may notice, that is not a lanky barbarian. And we have a clearer story. So, let's get into it.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
Welcome back to Hand of Fate. Now, are we a man or a woman? A choice we were never presented with last time. Honestly, woman.
These cards represent your history and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side. Let us see what the journey holds. The fool steps into nothingness, because they know no better. In the same way, you must step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
So, yes. It turns out that rumors of the dealer's death are greatly exaggerated, and while at the end of the last game you beat the dealer and took the throne of life and death to cover the game, the great game of fate, he's got a bad case of sour grapes. So we've been robbed by thieves, trying to reclaim our father's amulet. And that's interesting. The leader of the thieves doesn't look very thievish. Let's try and eavesdrop. So,
every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar. Do not worry. You will soon understand the nuances.
Yes, as before, with the previous Hand of Fate, one of the resolution mechanics is picking cards that have been shuffled. Nice. These thieves seem a bit obsessed with stabbing. Drop a corpse, blah 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 blah. We do not need that trouble. No, you don't. Oh dear, those farmers. Now, notice that these are not traditional suits. No. No. Well, we're nice people. Let's leap to the farmer's defense. And the leader predictably buggers off. Anyway, new combat! Looking very pretty. A little frame stuttery, but that's more my system than anything else. Okay. And yeah, enemies get a proper introduction this time. They look very pretty. And as you can see, we have some finishers, nice, a weapon ability, running, which honestly I rarely use. Middle mouse is block break. We do not currently have a block. Oh, they're mobile little sods, aren't they? But that's okay. Nice gory finisher. I'm all over the place today. Oops, I really should be blocking more. Because there is a block. When you see green, hit E. So long as you have a shield or a parrying weapon. Anyway, that didn't go too badly for a first try. So what do we get? Food. Very nice. Well, we still need to find that amulet. Now, as before, a movement consumes 1 food, but also heals us a little. And a familiar friend. The goblins return. Well... getting to all the people on... Oh, it's Santa Goblin. Okay, Well, what do we want? On the one hand, the axe is very nice, but it's heavy, and on top of that, it does not allow for a shield. So, let's instead get a let's get a standard sword. Extra damage. Can riposte between enemy combo attacks. Oh, pardon me. And, yeah, we can change our equipment, even though we have auto-equipped that sword. Let's move on.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Ah, yes. Also, as before, some cards have tokens that depend upon you doing the right thing. Let's see if we can find the fairy forest folk. I'm reasonably certain that is not a failure. Very good. 12 winters. 12 winters since we last met.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
This is a direct story sequel, by the way, so...
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all. Or at least, started it all for you.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like whoever this leader was... barely stabbed anyone. They are really obsessed with stabbed. Well... What the hell, it's only 4 thieves. Bye. Not gonna give them all our food and gold. They want to stab us. So we will stab them. Oh. Okay, even our new weapons are introduced. Or usually they are. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately you do have to be facing your opponent to riposte and time it well. So I'm not very good at the fight. Like that. Oh dear. That's better. Oh dear, that was... I do apologise for that. That was terrible. Well, time to find out. Oh, his name is Malaclips, and he is a bard. And he's been trying to trick the thieves? Well, either way. He might... Which is our amulet? Oh no, none of these are a fish. I suppose that one. That's my amulet. And yeah, this is character creation. So, where are we from? What do we look like? We can change this at any time. But the default is... Well, the default for choosing the Sun Kingdom is this Asian look. We have Caucasian, person of color, Asian, so... There's one that's Latinx. Yeah, I suppose that's... But honestly, let's go here. A couple of hairstyles, most of which are kind of barbarian-ish. So let's keep with the dark hair. Have a nice long braid. We're fine with that as our amulet, which we can see here. And we can also choose our clothing color. I don't know, I'm quite fond of that one. So, this is how we look. And as mentioned, we can change that at any time. Sutherland. Vignes at the Thieves Guild. So this is going to be our first introduction to the bosses.
Let us learn
And,
what sort you
hey
are.
Cassius.
Strong, clever, wise. The circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
Okay. So, yeah, arm wrestling. And our first opponent is a halfling. And dice, even.
These dice are another small game embedded in our game.
This is a new addition. Sometimes you have actual dice challenges. And that's a nice easy gold. I mean, 10 on 3d6. Yeah.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the
However, let us see if we can make 12 on a 3d6. Oh, yes!
Victory, you are learning.
Oh, nice. Nice. Now, if we'd failed that, that would have resulted in a bandit attack, which, with our current life, is...
Celebrations in aid of what? You see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
And as noted, this is a sequel to Hand of Fate, in many senses, so... This is a reference to the, I can never remember which suit the lizards were. Scales, I think they were, but, yeah. The hero has been celebrated in a piñata, basically. So, let's have a go. That one. No! Oh dear. Oh dear, my stream luck is not with me today.
Water is a symbol for the many thoughts that churn beneath the surface. What is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
Now we could leap into the river. Fuck it! Let's try and fight. I don't think I've encountered the of steel in my last playthrough. I did get a couple of chapters in, but I don't think I encountered the steels. Right, these are toughs. Oh, right. Empire guards. Right, light weapons are less effective. Oh dear, I'm terribly today. There we go. Unfortunately, there is a cooldown on your dodges, so be careful. But we're starting to get the hang of it, and special ability for extra stabbing. There we go. Frame rate seems okay. Nice! Free equipment. We are not dealing with any corrupted, so that double axe is not really that useful despite the heavier damage, and it is a slower weapon, believe me. So I would not like to equip that. I would like to, yeah, get some of my life back, because I'm going to be in trouble.
Here we come to the end of the beginning, running errands for mages. This will become a theme,
It will.
I dare say.
So... Welp. Time for our first boss battle. We're all prepared for it because basically I did not play that first section very well. Oh dear. And as we're gonna see, Vignes is, apart from being very styling, he throws firebombs, so this is going to be very fun. Whoa! And as you can see, the enemies are, whoa, very, very mobile. And luckily you have invincibility frames while doing finishes. So... now that Vignes is on his own, we're gonna have an easier time. God, he's good at that fire-breathing thing. So, despite my worries, we did alright. Not brilliantly, but alright. As before, when you successfully complete a challenge...
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
We get 2 new items, and more adventure stuff. A market thief, tart spars and exotic lies, fork in the road, and more arm wrestling, because we will be coming back to that. Another adventure, Maleclipse's problem. And our first companion card of several, the Trickster, Malaclips himself. Nice. For successfully finding the fair folk, we get a returning character, the Maiden, except now, well, it has been 12 years.
Welcome to my challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
Now, funnily enough, as you might have guessed from the Fool, the Magician, etc., we are going through the major arcana of the tarot. So let's look at our... right, we definitely want Malaclips' problem. We want the Thief, we want the Maiden, we want the arm wrestling. Deepwater, not so much. We don't know anything about Tarts Pies or Fork in the Road. But I haven't tried Fork in the Road, so let's try Fork in the Road. And for our equipment, well, we pretty much have... yeah. Everything we have we can put in. So, let's get right into it. Rescue the missing Empire soldiers from a town plagued with zombies. And we lose gold for every Empire character we or anyone else kills. We are nominally helping the Empire this time
A
around.
casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus? For 100 years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
Such a case of... no, he is the dealer. Your adversary from the first game, and he used to control the game of life and death. He used to control fate itself, until the hero of the first game, well, kicked his ass. And as it turns out, he's got a bad case of sour grapes. So he lives up to his colloquial nickname of Asshole Card Wizard. But he is the dealer. Oh. Nah, we're not going to worry too much. Now who are we going to escort? A stonemason who might... I don't know what a stonemason would do. A food wagon is obvious. Let's try a stonemason. Ah, they give you money. That's money, food, weapons. Well, unfortunately, the dealer has had a bad case of being thrown through a warp portal of death and blood.
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly...
And funnily enough, the hero of the first game was a Northerner. So it's not surprising that the North is...
Let us see if the mage can help.
Well,
you.
funnily enough, Malaclips can help us. I'm not going to be using all of his abilities in this this challenge, but you can. He can give you, when you stand next to him and press interact, shift, give you a brief shield, and he also takes part in the fight. He's a wizard as well as a bard. So, very good. But, yeah, as noted, left shift is companion. So the barbarians are well-armed, and dodging is a very good idea. As you can see, Malaclips is taking the fight to people, but our special ability interrupts, and that fight was nice and easy. The Northerners, as you can see, are big burly fellas. Oh, yes. Now we started with a normal axe. Now, axes are good against corrupted, and the warrior's axe is very nice, so I think we'll stick with that. And this is the gimmick of this mission. There are gimmicks to each mission. We are recruiting Empire soldiers to fight the corrupted.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
Now, food would be very nice. We can't afford 10 food, but we can definitely afford 3 food, and we might be able to get more food later on. What equipment do they have? Nothing I can afford yet, and there's no point in me getting a shield. Because, well, axes don't work with shields. And the return of arm wrestling. So, Huntley Toothless. He used to be a silencer for the Thieves Guild, and he's a bit harder than a halfling. Bit harder than a halfling acrobat. Now the game is kind of friendly. It does let you reroll 1 dice. Alas, no.
The dice are fair, and thus you have lost this
Yep.
round.
We do not get to finish this event. We will only get to finish that event if we successfully beat up.
Your companion has his own story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
Right, now this is one I haven't successfully done yet. Daisies and duckweed. Muckweed. Test of skill. Okay. Let's eat the luminous purple flower. Oh dear, that's got the hardest target. Which we will not make. We will not make that. Well, we tried.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game. Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
So, we are going to join the soldiers in the fight against the corrupted, and providing they survive, we might actually get some friends. Let's see. Yeah, the blighted, unfortunately. Pretty skanky looking. But they're also pretty weak. Easy to knock down, easy to finish. So overall, the fight is much more just making sure people survive. Nice. 5 recruits. And we get potentially
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
On the one hand, this would let us use our shield. But nah, while it's a cool weapon, let's just stick with what we know. Okay, we don't need healing. I don't really think we're gonna need food, so let's look at what equipment we can get. Again, nothing really useful. Well, let's leave for now.
my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
So, huge success is what we want, but... Oh my god, we got it! And then it's a dice roll, but 2 rerolls. And we made it first try. Yeah. Okay. If you let me keep these here items, let you in. Go on then. Merrick. Noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza. Ah, okay, my stream luck is returning to me.
They got themselves into this mess. I don't see why you should get them out.
Oh, come on. Let's fight the Northerners. Ooh. Well, these guys are a little more armored. And a little more coherent. Alas, they're not any harder. Whoa. Okay, I say they're not. There we go. It is always nice to be able to favor, and I suspect that might lead to a new backup character. We'll see. But either way, more recruits. Extra max life. Extra food. I think that bodes well.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already.
What the hell? Let's take on this boss. Now we've 7 soldiers against quite a lot of zombies. We're going to try and give a rousing speech, but notice how there's lots of failure this time. Alas. Well, there's a lot of zombies, but thankfully zombies are weak. We should be okay. I think we'll be okay. I mean, it's not like Asshole Card Wizard or Hand of Fate is prone to surprises. Oh, hi! Yeah. So,
With all these soldiers, you don't think you could have left me alone?
he hurts. Now the gimmick of this fight is that, yeah, his goop regenerates. So basically, we wail on his armor for a bit. He will get a bit bolshy, and then we murder him horribly. There we go.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it
Why,
satisfy
yes.
you? This bloodshed. Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day. Now you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck. Each challenge will provide its own unique trials. Here are some more tools to keep you
Okay,
in good
more
stead.
equipment for winning that quest where the dealer is a massive downer. Nice. Nice. More adventure cards. A man-eating tree. Gnomes, a lost boy, a pauper plague, and the West Wind Tavern. Okay. And for accepting Merrick's offer, you get another opportunity. But here's where it starts opening up.
As you play, you will find more options open to you. Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
Each one of these, as we've already kind of seen implied, has gimmick. So let's try for this one, the Empress. Earn fame. Defeat the Shaman. Fight Northerners. Right, we want the Pickpocket one. We want the West Wind. We still didn't see what Northern Tavern was. Still want to try and deal with Maleclipse's problem and the arm wrestling. The Old Maiden is actually quite useful. And then I suppose these 4 new ones. Now as far as equipment, basically, we're putting everything in there. Let's see how far we get, because obviously the difficulty does ramp up.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one.
You'll also notice there are 2 objectives there.
Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you.
20.
Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
20 fame. Well, we certainly don't have that right now. Let's see if we can get that fame. So, the King's Road is our objective. Let's see what we can do. Hey!
Strange things still exist. Do you not see the beauty in this plant? True wonders still remain. Treat it gently.
Keep the equipment. We're not gonna... Oh, oh dear. We're gonna get some food. And we're gonna worry about other stuff. Now, a nice thing, we don't waste food, unlike the previous Hand of Fate, moving over cards we've already encountered.
These are the choices that make the hero or the villain.
Poor and sick. I guess the corrupted? Siding with the Empire, I think. Moral choices. I mean, they are corrupted, but they're also peasants.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
Wow, these are tougher corrupted than normal. so much for that terror. But was that a good thing? Well, I guess some fame. Some gold. More gold. I guess.
When the hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
Oh, right. Trappers. Trappers are the first proper ranged opponent, and they are a doozy. They are able to engage in melee as well, being northerners. But as you can see, those bowlers do not muck around. And if we get trapped by them... well, we're in trouble. And as you can see, once barbarians really get going, it is highly, highly recommended to actually, you know, not fight like a numpty. Use your combos. Luckily, all that's left is the trapper. Ooh, phew. And I think we've hopefully gotten some fame out of that. Let's see if there are any spoils.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
Ow.
Let us see what the next town holds.
4 out of 20 fame.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
This is definitely one of the improvements of the game, that everything feels like it is a part of the world, so... boy. Yeah, if you get trapped like this, you're in trouble. Shield, yes! Finally, we got that rhythm down. Okay. And more equipment is always nice. A better axe is definitely always nice. And we saved all of the peasants, so nice. Some extra food. Not bad.
I understand your beginnings were humble. Even so, I'd hoped for better.
Oh, shush. Right. Right. I mean, he is a taxman for an evil empire. Yeah. Ah. One more. Okay, we know that one. Right, okay. That'll do. No, it won't do. Apparently, we have to get everything. God, Merrick.
Age turns us all. She has done rather better than I in the time that has
Well,
passed.
yeah, she didn't get sucked through a magic portal. Nor, in fact, was she, like, running the game of life and death. Well, longer life. More healing. And once again, arm wrestling. Nice. Yeah, to properly finish off some cards, you've got to play them multiple times. So once again, we fight the halfling. We collect the winnings, we get some fame. Okay. Come on. 10 gold. Right. Forget me not this time. Oh, come the hell on. I'm a bit irritable about that now. Oh well.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
Let's hope we fail this one. Damn! Well, we get food, and a little bit of fame, I suppose that helps. But I think...
Actions, of course, have consequences. You cannot think that the steps you have taken will bring a simple peace. No.
Well, okay. Time to fight some more barbarians. Get that fame, get that item working. Shush. I'll get famous the way I want to. Luckily, specials. Oi! Get your hands off these people! Yeah, luckily specials give you iframes. Come here. Bard Idol? Well, I'd never. You wouldn't find me dead on that show. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to equip it, but that's a good sword. I like that sword. We saved all the peasants, so, you know, what you said about fame, we kept plugging at it.
I am torn between my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
Really? Bleeding gnomes!
You'll notice that my carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
I'm gonna re-roll that. We're still gonna fail. So now we get to see what happens when you fail. She's a thief! Unfortunately, we now get to meet the silencers. Ooh, I don't like silencers. Silencers are the better class of thief, the dodgier class of thief, the one with unavoidable attack. What's the name? Blockable. Yeah, they leap all over the damn place. And of course, the anarchist is much like Vignus. Oh, there we go. That didn't go too badly, but yeah, silencers are evil. Not the most evil thing you're going to encounter in the game, obviously. It's still early. Oh, come on, let me search. Yeah. That's it.
Now the power
Yes.
is yours to use.
Yes. It is time to use a big-ass hammer.
It appears you are worthy to wield the weapon of champions. The raiders will hide from you no longer.
Right. There is a key that we had forgotten about. The campfire.
Campfires offer a chance to see what your companion has to say about
Every now and
your
again, you
current
can camp,
challenge.
and when you can camp, you can cook food. Which, just like taking a step, takes 1 food in return for 5 life, but you can just keep doing it. And we're going to. We need our big, strong bones. Okay. We can buy equipment. Nah. We can sell equipment. We can buy food. But nah. It's time. It's time to take on that shaman.
You have prepared yourself for this battle. Now you must face it, but not alone, perhaps. He has brute strength, if nothing else.
Frost Shaman. But also, strangely, a northerner who is not our foe. Let's take on that shaman. Oh, she's quick. Heal her allies. God damn it, no!
Stand clear of my enemies. I will stand clear of yours.
Ooh, that worked quite nicely. Oh, gonna do that frosty thing again. One finisher. Oh! Very good, that Northerner. Very good. So we might have a new friend. Kolbjorn. Landless.
Another card returns to my deck. Do not worry. I have more challenges before you will be ready to face my foe.
Okay. Nice. That all looks like nice kit. What about events? Fame and shame. See, you said Bard Idol. You said. Well, now we probably have that. And Hereth's Ire, which is a new mechanic. Once we get enough fame to use an item, or, you know, one of these special silvery items. Nice. Clan Eyebright and Wanderer, who is a barbarian of the north. So, for doing this properly, what did we get? The Elder's Gift. Kill Wizard Simon Cowell. Come on, he's not that bad. So, recover this and other items. We can now pick our companion between who we currently have. Bonus dice. Respin a wheel. We haven't encountered the wheel, but you know it's a feature. But we are more interested in. Right, I for inspect. There we go. So that's a fame required card. Let's see if we can find the other one, the Elder's Blessing. Here it is, the Elder's Gift. We do not know what it is. Oh well. So obviously to go much further would be spoilery as heck. So, this has been Hand of Fate 2, The Revenge of Asshole Card Wizard. That last bit is purely my Mickey-taking subtitle. It's a fun ARPG. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed the original Hand of Fate. I'm liking that it's got so much more. And, yeah, the review is already up on themadwelshman.co.uk. Obviously, I hope you've enjoyed this stream, and whether you're watching this on VOD or whatever, I hope you have a lovely week. And, yeah, if you like the stuff, spread the word, so on and so forth. You know the deal. Anyway, take care. This has been Hand of Fate 2.